I'm just not in the headspace where I can play bullet, you know? I'm not on cocaine anymore. Alright, we got a King's Indian, which for some reason I'm doing. Crack, brutal. Yeah, see, this guy needs to be playing bullet. Alright, f3. I think I still castle, it's fine. Maybe e5. I don't know. Alright, let me think for a second. Okay, so the knight can't go here, which means he's gonna have problems with his light squared bishop or d4. So e5 will be the thing. Do I play it now? I think I'll wait and then play e5. Or maybe I should have gone knight c6 then e5 and then I could have gone knight d4. I don't know. The important thing is that I'm thinking. And that's, you know, that's the first step. Headspace for rapid? Just chill. I don't know that I care. Thinking is hard gives me headaches. That's just your brain getting bigger. That's growing pains or something. It was a pretty good show. I don't know. Maybe he'll kill me. Okay, so what's going on here? I think this move forces this. Do I want that to happen? I have no idea. Am I gonna do it? Maybe. Oh, really? Okay, maybe I misunderstood the position again. As is customary. Is that a word? With me? But now I go, well, no, I don't. But maybe I do. I'm a King's Indian player. I'm not afraid. I'll just tuck the king on h8. It's fine. What are you gonna do? Checkmate me? Come get me. Don't be scared. I'm fine. What are you scared of? I'm nice. What do you need? I'll get it for you. Sorry. Quoting my favorite internet video of all time. Okay, apparently I'm just not afraid. I don't know. Seriously, like, how is he gonna mate me? I don't know. Where's your dark squared piece? Am I though? Is he gonna checkmate me? I don't think he is. This is like a very typical King's Indian position, you know, where the king is just safe here. What's he gonna do? What a strange thing to say. Do I go queen f6 first or a3 first? I'll go a3 because only Like, I could get kicked out of here. I'll save it. Then maybe it'll come with some sort of imaginary threat. I mean, he might go here. Which I didn't think about. Maybe I'll go here at some point. I can always think about this Czechowicki after the pawn moves and trying to promote. In fact, that's probably what's going to happen. Like, knight takes g3, a takes g3, a2. Maybe this first. I don't know, I think I'm winning. Yeah, that's why I didn't play it, King b2, so I'm preparing it. Just relax. Maybe, but probably not. But do you understand that I'm not getting attacked here? He is. It doesn't matter what it visually looks like, it just matters if it's concretely happening. Like, what's he supposed to do here? This? Probably. I didn't really think about that. No, he can't do that, because if he takes with the queen, there's this. If he takes with the knight, there's checkmate. Okay, so I saw that ahead of time. I just was making sure everyone else saw it. He has to go here, right? I don't know. All my pieces got out and his king's fucked and there's no... Do you understand? In order to attack my king, you have to attack the dark squares. He has not one single piece that can control the dark squares around my king right now. It's not that things just work out. Shut up. It's years of experience playing this opening is why I have a good position. How dare you minimize it? All right, I'm gonna kill this guy, maybe. I mean, I can take here, like, right? Like, knight b3, a b3, a2. Of course, this is not possible anymore. So if rook takes, knight takes, at the minimum, I have queen a1. Absolute minimum. Probably gonna win his queen at the end with some tactic like this. And if he takes with the knight, initially it's the same. I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think this works. Wow, Tristan Cullen is gifting 5 subs. He's back and he's participating. Wow. Hi Tristan. Thank you. How are the bugs? And the being a doctor? What's the best kind of bug? And why? This must be going on Instagram. Maybe. It might just be like a regular YouTube video. Unless the dog barks and messes it all up. Listen, the thing about knight takes b3 is that this was my only idea from the start of the game. When I put my pawn here and my knight here, and he... I'm watching the reel before it's on Instagram, yes. I mean, whatever. Like, you say what you will if you don't understand the position, because King's Indians are hard to understand. But I've played this shit for like a long time. I don't know. What do you mean you would? This is a very what's the word? Thematic thing. That's why this was important though, because then the rook is not here anymore. I don't know what he was supposed to do at any point. I feel like if he put the rook here, there were going to be more knight b3 tactics, like something. Well, actually no, because this square is connected with my king, so a lot of the times I'm not going to have time for any sacrifices because he'll have a check. Okay, so now I didn't really calculate this, honestly. I just kind of assumed. But I'm pretty sure once the king gets here, I just go here and I win. Check. Unless I have something better. Is this gonna be mate? No, I need the queen for the dark squares. So I could win his queen. This has been established. But his king is like basically in a mating net. It feels. I don't think I can do it. I think it's stupid to try to look for better, right? It's just stupid. And because my king is on a dark square, I'm never gonna lose my queen to some check. What a game. I don't know, guys. I'm glad you like it, but to me this is like I've seen all this before. That's why I play. It's not that I'm good at chess. I just have seen these patterns before, so I found them in a rapid game because I've known that of their existence. Do you know what I mean? Alright, let's analyze. This was all chess. I don't know what my new book says about f3. So let me go check that real quick. I know that what I played was fine, but I don't know what the new book likes. Okay, well, we'll just look at the opening book on Lead Chess for now. So it says c5 is the top move. Interesting. I'm pretty sure my move is e5 though, because do you guys remember those queen sack lines with like knight takes g3, queen f2, knight f1, queen takes h5, knight takes e3, threatening a fork, and then you have like a bunch of pieces? You lost your bug doctor license for malpractice? Wife left with the kids. I work on a garbage truck finally. Or now finally scraped enough to give my favorite streamer. Well, don't do that. Yeah, so like there's like a queen sack line here. Something like this, like queen d2 here takes, queen f2 takes here, here, and then this is attacked, this is attacked, this is attacked. And then what's the move here? King e2? King d2? King e2 is most played. And then I think you just take here. And I think I had this in a classical game against Brian Douglas Wall one time. But I sucked at chess. I knew the theory, but I sucked. So I didn't know how to actually play this position, so I lost. But it's pretty interesting. You get 2 bishops and 2 pawns for the queen, and the king's a little bit icky. I think you shouldn't look at this engine a lot in the King's Indian. Yeah, I know. Again, like, I know that the engine likes white in the King's Indian because I've played the King's Indian for 10 years, but, you know, thank you for telling me that. Anyways, yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure e5, because none of that would exist if I played c5. There's your information for the day. You're not going to get any more actual useful information. Okay. Anyways, this game went a5 because that's just like a normal thing to do. And then queen d2, and then knight a6, and then I'm playing it like it's a Petrosian system, but it's not, so it's probably not so good. I put the horsey here. I don't mind so much if he takes here. Maybe I'll put the horse here. Maybe? And I should just take and go c6, and then maybe put the queen on b6. a4 is, you know... I was already looking at these sacrifices with like a mating idea, but it doesn't work unless he does something horribly wrong. Yeah, knight h5 now. Knight f4. And I thought that taking was forced, but apparently taking is bad. Like taking on f4. And I should take on h3. I shouldn't allow this. f5 is a little bit crazy. But he has to find the right line here. So he should take first. Then take. Then rook g1. Oh, and then he has this check, which I didn't see. But that's not even... He's supposed to play rook e1 here. Okay, what does that mean? Queen f4 makes more sense. And then I would have played f takes e4. It was queen h6. And then the endgame is just not good for me. But my point stands that my king is safe with queens on. It's just the fact that the endgame would be terrible for me. But yeah, like, he should take with the knight, because that's where my king is. And that's a piece that can control dark squares. Probably I would just have to remove the knight from the situation. But then I removed my only good piece. So it's, you know, it's a give and a take. I thought he would play b4, and then I was going to think about knight b3, but I don't think it worked, because the rook is still on d1. But yeah, b4 is actually very annoying. I think I said either rook g8 or... I don't remember what I said. This is less... Yeah, queen f6. And I have knight takes e4 here, which, yeah, like, he can't take this way. And he can't... It's the same thing of why he couldn't play bishop d2 later in the game. So I missed this. I went bishop g4, which is also winning. Okay. Completely so winning. Rook d2, knight takes b3 is the best move, or probably a brilliant move, according to chess.com. Knight takes b3, a2. Yeah, and then I thought he should take with the rook, but I mean, it's... Because then he can at least go back. He doesn't have to lose his queen, but I'd find a way. How do you remember this, Gelato? Why not queen takes h4? I don't know when you mean. Like here? I didn't consider it. Not because I, like, saw into the matrix and understood that it didn't work. I just... Why would I ever open the H file voluntarily? Again, it's like a... It's just not a move I would ever consider. I would never consider taking this pawn, even if it's free. Because a lot of the time, white is willing to sacrifice pawns or even pieces to open these files. So he's not worried about this. I mean, let's examine it because it's interesting. So what happens here? Like, I can't go back so easily. My queen is looking a little weird. How do I get my queen out here? Oh, the f-pawn. I didn't see the f-pawn was hanging. I thought my queen was trapped. Okay. Apparently there's knight h5 here with a draw. With that. But I just wouldn't, just as a matter of principle, I would never consider queen takes h4. So I wasn't looking for a hanging pawn there, because even if it was hanging, I wouldn't take it. Brilliance are subjective, and I will fight anyone on this. You cannot have a computer tell you whether a move is brilliant by human standards, because it has no idea how humans find chess moves. It's nonsense. Alright, anyways. Nobody cares.